It's time for some hoops at the Chesapeake Energy Arena, home of the Thunder here in downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And we're going to bring it to you live on 2K Sports. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. One of the guys we'll be watching out for today, the developing DeMarcus Cousins.
Well, he's someone who can just demolish you on the glass, and that's really his goal when he goes into the game. He is looking to dominate the paint.
And Steve, he knows how to get himself on the highlight reel with some of those dunks, but it's not just for show with him. It's an injection of energy for his team and for the crowd.
Last outing for Brooklyn, they won that game against the Memphis Grizzlies. It was just a textbook performance. That game was all theirs.
Their offense was clicking, but really clutch in big moments.
That's ideally the way you want it to unfold on the road, Steve. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into the game.
No one covering.
And there's
Carter outside. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts.
Very good free throw shooting team, guys. I mean, you look at the numbers, impressive.
I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
Iverson outside, launches it, and again Oklahoma City with the triple.
He's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need to him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
Thanks a lot, Doris. And both free throws good for Malone.
He has such terrific.
It's a 5-point game. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
And, you know, this is a team you want.
Here's Iverson following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And there's Tracy McGrady, the assist by Iverson.
Rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
And the Thunder pushing it up now. And then Cousins with the dunk.
This team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess. Irving with the ball. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And it goes as the official called just one free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. Four of 8. Harden dishes to Iverson. And there's the pass to McGrady. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Cousins. Soft touch off the glass.
Continue to go to the well.
Here's McGrady, and laid in to finish the break.
Order for them. The shots have been falling.
You know, the shooting percentage would be nice if it stayed right there, but that's going to be tough to do.
And his shots are
3. Harden kicks to Cousins, to the inside, tries from the block, Iverson, and again it's Oklahoma City.
I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
I'll tell you what, feels like a game on the playground. Forget about defense, just keep firing.
That's good. Here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. Down for the Thunder.
Guys, they're really passing the ball well here in the first half.
Once they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Carter hits them both. Tipped away. McGrady passes to Cousins. Oh, and that one. No.
Pass to set up that play.
Irving dishes to Jefferson. Martin. The kick out to Irving. Passes it to Malone. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 2K leaderboard, the best distributors in the league. The point guards with the most assists per game this season. Kyrie Irving is second.
And obviously a lost on these guys. It's all about team basketball with them.
You know, Steve, the court vision all of these players possess is outstanding. That, to me, is the most important.
Knocked loose and stolen by Malone.
That's really a good picture of what not to do on those last two possessions. I mean, they're being way too casual with the ball.
Yeah, it's going to cost them if they keep it up. They need to get back to playing efficient basketball.
Irving's shot is good. Pass to McGrady. Back to Iverson. Harden outside. There's the dish to Cousins. Shot clock at 6. The putback and the jam by Karl. And it's Martin missing.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
And Allen Iverson the bucket, the assist by Harden.
Oklahoma City sits in the NBA statistical standings right now. Second in fewest turnovers per game. Sixth in rebounds.
So much easier.
Malone trying to break free. Iverson, no luck.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
Well, you have to love a point guard who can get his own shot at any time, because when the game to be able to create a shot, that's exactly what Irving can do.
And it's easy to create shots on the fly. I mean, he'll be heading towards the hoop, see a lane get closed off, change direction, reek floater, or knocking down a tough shot.
Gerald Wallace, he's checked in for Al Jefferson. Kicks to Cousins. And he goes strong with the one-handed interception.
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does it.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game, because we've got one here tonight.
And the jam by Karl.
The board for them.
Yep, +5 in rebounds. That didn't take long.
Harden kicks to Cousins. McGrady connects from three-point range. Chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Washington, a terrific position for them as they
playoffs as I see them. I mean, we start this season, and this, to me, just on observation, looks like a playoff team.
Yeah, their fan base is so excited just to see them winning some games and looking competitive. We'll see if they can go.
Who was supposed to pick him up? But somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
That's good.
Has led them to this lead.
That's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to, I think, tone it down a little bit at the defensive end.
Good game for Irving. Basket from out in three-point land.
I'm sure they'd like to get him a few more of those so to pop him open.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. To game. On the wing, Battier. He passes the door. Burke drills the three-pointer. They're on a 17-7 run. On the pass to Dort. Hits the jumper in space. It's rebounded by Doyle. And he drops in the layup off the glass. His team's going to, here we go. Fast break. Battier's got it. Stolen by Webb. Here's Morris. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. Back grip on that rim after the finish.
And maybe that'll give this team a little bit of their edge back.
Slammed home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for...
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
But guys, look, I don't know what the score is. That's the perk.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
The line this season, shooting better than 90% from the strike.
Part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for...
Like, it feels like they've gotten every rebound, Clark.
Irving from long range. That's good. Irving's got 20 points.
The points time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
Passes it to Dort. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer up.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
Rejected by Doyle. Burke, the pass to Battier. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass. There's 31 seconds left in the first. Free throws, drew contact on the shot. Marcus Morris picks their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, this is a very good free throw shooting.
To the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Udo's checked in for Oklahoma City. Carter with the bucket.
He's been impossible to contain.
Andy Irving. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. Both free throws good from Burke. 20 points for him. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. It's the Thunder. They're up by 11. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And for the Thunder here, they've been putting on a show. Kept alive. Inside to Jefferson. Out to Carter. Carter right side. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. Now Clark is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style.
I like the simplicity.
But there was some style there, Kev. It was a pretty
Switch down low.
Battier with the steal. Fires from 14. And again, it's Oklahoma City. Here's Irving. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Well, at least the defender got his money's.
He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line so far.
The line and knocking down his free throws has been superb.
Well, it's a great way to cash in on some.
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible. Oh, man, what a play.
Tell you what, like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
And Battier throws it down.
Seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
The shot's good from Irving. Next game for him, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. Here's Doyle. Has throws it down with the quick.
There, guys, and whether you play D on him or not, he's usually going to miss that one.
Now the feed to Irving. Knocks down the 3-ball. Joe Wallace. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Nets trail by 12. It's Jefferson with the drive. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw. Right.
If he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Jefferson's checked in.
Here in the second when you're down.
It's West with the drive. Haslam, that's good. Haslam's
here to look at some numbers for Kyrie Irving. Second in assists, 4th in scoring. And, of course, he's been extremely accurate from the free throw.
Second, I mean, he has a team-first mindset right now that you really just have to admire and respect. I mean, it's led to a lot of good looks for his team.
West gets the bucket.
Disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Got a piece of it. Udo dishes to West. Battier. The shot's good on the assist by West. Scoring leaders. 5th best, the Nets.
You know, it's amazing when you consider how much can change on a team from year to year, but none of...
And checking out Oklahoma City. 2.5 games back.
Well, I think for Oklahoma City, they've surprised a few people this season. It was hard to tell what direction they'd go in, but no doubt they're on the right track.
Yeah, things are falling their way this season, Clark, and it's good to see. They made a few subtle changes to the roster over the summer, and most people didn't really think too much of it, but those moves have paid off. I mean, they're having a good season.
Count that one.
Rising them from the 3-point line.
It's West with the drive. Pass to Dort. And Jefferson with the block. And they'll keep possession. Good. Outside Irving. The shot goes in as the ref calls the blocking foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Tell you what, he's had an excellent game, and they're going to have to continue to rely on him if they're going to come back.
Vince Carter, he's checked in for Richard Jefferson. Allen Iverson on the wing. The pass to Dort. Kicks it out to Iverson. Oklahoma City moving it around. Shots good from Doyle. The Nets have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Here's Irving, and that one's on target from the wing. City's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Carter. On the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Irving attacking. Gives him the lead pass. Shots good by Jefferson.
Crisp pass into not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances. That one is off. And so he comes up empty, missing both. Kicks to Iverson. Dishes it to Haslam. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. The 2-game trip. The Thunder have been at their finest. 4 attempts, 8 makes. And he can't hit the second. Nets trail by 7. Wallace goes in. Solid defense there from Haslam.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
And stolen by Wallace.
Not connected and playing 5 as 1, and usually a timeout can help you refocus and recalibrate that defense.
He's an enormous advantage for them on the boards.
Guys, the key to the lead, to me, has been they've dominated.
That's getting out in transition.
Boy, I like the energy they play with offensively, and in the open court, tremendous flow.
Got that one. Poke loose. He lobs it up, and the jam by Haslam.
Slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Cousins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Plenty of space. And there's the bucket. Stay with it in the offense by 11. Moving against Iverson. Wallace dishes to Irving. Out to Carter. Carter left side. Back to Irving. A 3-ball. That one falls. Coming up on the night. Harden kicks to Iverson. Fires it up. Offensive rebound. And yes, sir, that one drops. Carter drives in. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, a lot of tough teams in this league. Here's where Brooklyn sits right now. 5th in scoring, 5th in steals. And they also show level marksmanship at the stripe.
And what impresses me most out of all...
Good on the second free throw. Iverson outside. Pass to McGrady. Good. That's Iverson who picks up the assist.
It changed a little bit here in the second quarter, guys, and we're seeing them start to convert a lot of second-chance opportunities.
Yeah, and I'm sure the coach had
2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Iverson. Malone passes to Cousins. And the
see in the assist column between these 2 teams.
And stolen by Iverson. Moving it up. Rips down the breakaway slam to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you...
It's stolen by Martin. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Carter. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Iverson kicks to Harden. Harden draws the double. Iverson with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. Harden's
until now, but he finally got his first 3-pointer of the game.
And here is Irving. 2 on the clock. Shot is off.
Seems like he's gotten every single rebound today.
Glass eating at its finest. I mean, you're not going to see a guy with 20-plus boards too often. That's an impressive number.
And through 1 half, it hasn't even been close. Thunder lead by 17. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the third quarter. But right now, it's time for the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Welcome to 2K Sports. The games are starting to take on a little more meaning as the season gets into full swing. The Thunder have the lead out in Oklahoma City against Brooklyn. It's been a scintillating open court attack. They hold a major advantage in fast break points. Just a ridiculous first half for Allen Iverson. 15 points and has looked very good defensively, playing hard-nosed ball out there. And the Nets, they've been struggling a bit. They're getting crushed on the glass. They better stiffen that upper lip, find a way to get it done. An unbelievable half from Kyrie Irving. At the break, he's been a big scorer. He's racking up the points, and he's stacking up the assists, too, keeping the defense off balance with his passing.
Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
The game went into overtime. The confidence of both teams seemed to go in opposite directions, and they were on the wrong side of that equation.
And Steve, we've seen it before. The longer it stays close.
So for Brooklyn now, we've got Moses Malone, and it's Martin in at the three.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
McGrady kicks to Cousins, kicks it out to Iverson, hands it from downtown.
Well, as long as the threes keep dropping for him, he'll continue firing away.
And they are dropping for him. What a game he's having from deep.
Now, here is Irving. And they come right back with their own Oklahoma City, the rebound.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Harden kicks to McGrady. Buries it from three-point range.
He'll find a way to hurt you.
And on the way from Irving for three.
Well, that's a lot of bricks by them early in the second. Only one make on 5 tries so far in the second half.
And that one's good.
The easiest way to do it sometimes.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. The drive by Iverson. Oh!
Are you kidding me?
Leading by 17. The drive by Iverson. And then Cousins with the dunk.
And how sweet a play was that?
Sweet from Malone. With the teardrop. Here's Carter. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
Defensively, Kevin, he's got a lot he can bring to the table, given the situation. Showing you the same move twice. And it's that varied offensive game that really...
With capital letters.
Now here's Iverson. He's got 18. Gets the bucket. Best distributors in the league. The point guards with the most assists per game this season. Kyrie Irving is second.
And obviously assists are the name of the...
Can have, and they all have it in spades.
Martin, the pass to Carter. And he's good on the three ball.
Lighted up from the perimeter at times.
Iverson dishes to McGrady. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson.
Benefit of replay, but I think they got that one right, which is the case most times, even though fans don't think so. Well, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far. We knew what was going to happen with that one when he got his hands on it.
Yeah, you know, if the ball comes to him off the... Now here's Iverson. He's got 20. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And there's Tracy McGrady, the assist by Harden. 8 now on the night. Irving with it, picked up by Malone.
And with a quick break in the action, let's take a look at some of the stats for Kyrie Irving. Second in assists, 4th in scoring, and of course he's been a top 5 in the NBA in free throw percentage.
Yeah, and going team first mindset right now that you really just have to free throw line for them. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
Yeah, that's keeping them close. It's going to take a full effort here in the second half, but they've got to continue to knock down these free throws.
It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, rebounding and second chance in this game.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either. And
By 19. Right side Jefferson. Carter kicks to Irving. High arcing shot. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Back to Cousins. And Jefferson with the block. They recover it. Here's Malone. They grab their own miss. Here's Cousins. Persistence pays off as they finally up 6 here in this quarter. Irving attacking. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at Sacramento. They hold the first place spot in the concourse, the Oklahoma City Thunder. 2.5 games back.
You know, I think for I mean, they've got to be pretty pleased with how things have worked out for them so far.
Well, Clark, I think
the drive by Iverson. Rejected by Jefferson. And that'll be Oklahoma City. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Irving. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well.
To the free throw line tonight.
You know, you can't say enough about the work he's put in at the charity stripe tonight.
And the Nets making a change here. Malone's checked in.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger. Shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder in their last game, a loss to the Pelicans.
And when the game went into overtime, the confidence of both teams seemed to go in opposite.
Now to see who's atop the NBA scoring wise. 4th, Kyrie Irving.
And his contribution to this team, I mean, can't be understated. His scoring on a night in, night out to search for his rhythm. It's eluded him to this point.
8 feet away. Bounces high off the rim and drop. Again, Iverson missing.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Irving attacking. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. And stolen by Malone. Martin kicks to Irving. Buries it from 3-point range.
He's absolutely carried. Steve, I love the way they attacked at every opportunity. They never were on their heels, and eventually that allowed them to pull away.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Take a look at the Wizards. They like where they stand right now, just way behind.
Well, I think for Brooklyn, I mean, they've shown some nice team that's on the move and on the rise.
Yep, a pushover no longer behind them.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Malone, and it's good off the ground.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now. It's his 4th foul.
Control. No slowing down for Irving. And talk about the 3 balls.
Yeah, you are right, Buck. I mean, it's been fireworks from deep.
Some solid defense here from Malone.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Irving's shot is good.
Well,
and the rejection by Malone. In transition, here come the Nets. It's tipped. It's stolen by McGrady. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. The dunk and the foul, power at the line. It goes with the lead. This game against Brooklyn here, it's their first look at the Nets.
Yeah, they faced each other twice last season. Those 2 games in what really wasn't a season to remember for either team.
And stolen by Iverson, and that one is stuck right through for the Thunder.
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight.
Between these teams a year ago, and Clark, it's a good thing they matched up well against each other because they didn't match up well with too many other teams.
Well, that's exactly right, Kevin. I mean, we don't mean to make really a down year for both teams.
Tough seasons, you're right.
He was right that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for Kenyon Martin. Both free throws.
His other big man.
Carter drives in. And 2 free throws come out of contact there. That one on Malone.
What a great game for Vince Carter in this one. 28 points, a weapon with those three-point shots.
Yeah, you said it. I mean, he is using the long-range jumper to deadly effect, Clark.
The Nets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in.
Court with it right away. Boom.
Now here is Carter. He has 29.
He tried to...
And we have the benefit of replay, but I think they got that one right, which is the kids don't think so.
Carter hits them both. 29 seconds left in the third. Stolen by Carter. Second chance shot. And it's good on the way in.
When things haven't gone his team's way, he's still bringing it.
McGrady against Carter. McGrady kicks to Iverson. That's good. Great play set up by T-Man, Tracy McGrady. And that's now 24 points for Iverson. And it's Carter penetrating. It counts. And the foul. McGrady. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. That's good from Carter. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Thunder lead by 10. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Point guard. And stolen by Malone. And here comes the break. Jefferson passing to Webb. And he drops in the layup off the glass. It was a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And Kevin, they put so much effort into the final few minutes of regulation in that game that when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
Here's Irving. There's the block. But they'll get another chance. Carter drives in. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
He's got 36 points, and he's drained 4 three-pointers here as well.
Looks like he's in for a big night.
Carter hits them both. That's tipped. Stolen by Carter for the finish. Oh, look out!
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe into this one after a win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And if you look at their numbers in that game, what jumps out most is the balance offensively. They really spread the wealth.
And they were on fire in all areas. That was a very satisfying road.
Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Harden with it. Guarded now by Irving. Battier shot good.
Oh, good look there, and that's his second three-pointer of the game. Now in a season to remember for either team.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Monty Williams address his team hard for the number of silly fouls they've committed in this game. So discipline. Stop biting on the shot fakes, stop reaching in, and stop giving them...
Because they didn't match up well with too many other teams.
Well, that's exactly right, Kevin. I mean, we don't mean to make light of it, but the reality is neither one of them gave opponents very much resistance or too many problems.
You're right. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach?
Well, they're taking high percentage shots in the paint. I like the way their offense is clicking.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Screen by Cousins. The drive by Iverson. Goes straight to the defender. They get Kenyon Martin.
Boy, taking it hard to the rack for the big
teammate for setting the screen that freed him up.
Yeah, good call, Kevin. That was really the key to the play.
Irving double team. Vince Carter the bucket on the assist by Irving.
Numbers in that three-point column, guys.
Now, here is Harden. The feed to Haslam. Plenty of space. And good. He nails it. And the Thunder lead by 5.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end, and I think that's what's happening right here.
Cousins. And the rejection by Harden. And stolen by Iverson. Here's Haslam. Goes back up. The shot is off. Some solid defense by Malone.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. That sends Vince Carter to the free throw line. Al Jefferson's checked in for Brooklyn. The free throw off from Carter.
Boy, you want?
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
Iverson with the bucket.
Whatever they're picking.
Irving dishes to Malone. Carter. It's good from long range. Carter's got 50. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Back to Irving to take the lead. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to...
Oh, are you kidding me? That was a power punch right that he'd even try that right now.
Back to Jefferson. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
They believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, a little swagger here from those two. They're in a nice groove.
Dishes it to Cousins. Feeds it to Malone. Knocks down the three ball.
His presence.
And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for the game has been going for the Nets.
Now we've seen them make that extra shots back.
You know, one other area they're doing well in is steals. I mean, they've knocked the ball.
LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Oklahoma City. So for Brooklyn now, Martin is out there with Moses Malone. Then there's Al Jefferson. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Carter in at the 2-guard. Iverson.
Some guys just embrace the moment at the end of the game. That's him.
And another thing that stands out about him, Steve, he has the ability to score even with defenders.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. Iverson against Irving. It's Harden with the drive. Malone dishes to Cousins. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense, Malone with the block. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. The Pelicans are in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3.
Boy, a lot of fans focused on that matchup.
That hot in an opponent's building.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Monty Williams address his team. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want. Let's go get it. Guys,
chances are almost always 2 points for him. I guess the defense did what it had to do to bother him.
His work for Oklahoma City, their last game was a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And Kevin, they put so much effort into the final few minutes of regulation in that game that they
really, the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
Playing with a lot of confidence, just some self-assurance there.
Unless you're right in his grill.
Carter with it, now guarded by Haslam. Irving from long range. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Here's Cousins, and the shot is good.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
High possessions. Those inside shots are really high percentage looks.
For the Thunder.
I thought we might see a little defensive adjustment at halftime.
Irving drives in. Second shot opportunity. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Haslam's got his 5th rebound in this one. They're getting the first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
And, you know, this is an impact things here because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Martin. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And a touch on steam. They lost to them to be, the one that's out of the way.
And I want to rectify that and sweep them this time around.
And both free throws good for Martin.
What a clutch performance. He truly does. It's
the first net. So he gets them both, and it's a two-point ball.
This close, you have to cash in on your free throw opportunities.
Irving with the ball. Iverson picks him up. Carter with the three. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Kevin, when the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And it's going to
send it out of bounds.
And the Thunder making a change here. Irving with it. Irving gets a screen from Malone. 6 on the shot clock. It falls!
Ooh, pressure basket right there.
Iverson outside. Back to Harden. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Cousins. Good! And that shot brings them to within just one.
Beautiful finger roll to cap that drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play.
Free throw, good, Irving.
Well, the and-one turns this into a two-possession game.
We got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's good! And he has brought them to within 2 points. Big time bucket there, Clark.
And Kevin, the crowd is loving it.
Well, they know exactly. Freeze the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line.
It's a two-possession game.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. For the game, we're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Narrows the lead down to just 3. And both free throws good for Iverson.
It's down to a one-possession lead.
Here's Martin. Irving kicks to Malone.
An example right there, guys.
That's the truth. I mean, they've been in charge of this game all the way through.
The three from Harden. The shot's no good. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. Clark, it was anybody's game right to the very end.
Yeah, it was. The coach is happy with the outcome, but maybe not so much with the margin.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr endorsement, this is Kevin Harmon. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan